What's up, guys? We finally got another video of me talking to myself in a camera, hoping that somebody heard that. Um, anyways, this video is about what's the best way to word it? Um, not There's a difference between being busy and making money, and I'm learning that the hard way. Well, not really the hard way, but like I'm learning that. It's not like I'm like bidding super low on everything. There are some things obviously starting out that you bid low on because you're just trying to get used to everything. But by that I mean like just taking any and everything that you can get because you just want to make sure something's coming in. And we're running into that a good bit. Why is it so? Let's adjust that. We're running into that a good bit. Just doing some jobs where it's like you go back and you look at all the material cost, and it's like, oh my god, like you add up the material cost and then you add up the labor, and it's where's the money going, And I'm a firm believer in paying guys good money. I do actually listen to Jared Williams when he says those kind of things, like pay your guys good. So I've been trying to do that, and like I've just run into where it just seems like it's being taken advantage of. So you got to watch out for that. And if it's not, then that's on me. But you got to watch out for people trying to take advantage of you or ride the clock. Or if you're just paying people way too much because they just don't have that ability. But that definitely comes. Labor is like a killer, man. When you start a bit, like you don't realize. I guess I didn't realize when you first start out how much like payroll taxes would take out alone, and you're paying thousands and thousands of dollars a week into payroll material, payroll taxes, gas, all this stuff, and it adds up really quickly. And I'm learning that, which I knew it would. Uh, as far as like I knew I'd be paying out a bunch of money, but also like when I say I don't mind paying out this kind of money, I have expectations for certain things. So I've kind of gone on a little side run from what my original topic was, but like you got to pay attention to how much you're paying out when you're taking certain jobs because for instance, I took a job. It was like $3,600 to repipe some hot water lines and a recirc line in a house, and it was a relatively small house, like three bathrooms. But like I said, it was $3,600, and they requested Uponor piping and fittings, and we all know Uponor is the most expensive PEX system you can get. Like it's expensive. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it's your job to charge accordingly to cover that. And basically, just learned like it was not bid accordingly. Because when you go into buying like 1 inch Uponor fittings or like 1 by 3/4 tees, different things like that. And I'm not going to go into detail why I got certain fittings because it's just what was required of the job. But when you go into buying like that 1 inch stuff, the price difference from 1 to 3/4 is insane. Like 1 inch Uponor stuff is way more expensive than 3/4 Uponor stuff. At least from what I've been noticing. So like that job was $3,600. I think I'm in the negative on that job right now. Um, I'm pretty sure I am because it should have only taken a day, and this comes into the labor game that I was just talking about. That job should have only taken a day, and it took my guys 2 days with me going back on two very long days. Well, the first day was a normal day, but the second day was like an 18-hour day because there was no other option. Like it was getting done that day, and I was pissed. And I had other things that I was doing too. So I mean, you could pay people so much money, but if my lighting went out, you can pay people so much money, but I mean, if they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, then that's when there's an issue there. Um, so I do still a strong believer in paying people good money and making sure that people are taken care of because they'll take care of you. Um, and I think that does happen in most cases, but you do get some where it doesn't. Um, but yeah, I spent God, I don't half the job cost in material, and the other half in labor, or half the job payout in material and the other half in labor. And then had to go back out there uh, today, I think, because they stubbed one of the lines for the dishwasher too far out or something like that. I don't know. Um, and the dishwasher wasn't going back into its little hole. So I mean, having the work feels nice for a little bit, but I'm slowly starting to realize that just because you have the work doesn't mean it's worth it. But it is nice having something to do. Uh, so I mean, take the good with the bad, I guess. But this isn't like this is more of like a lesson to people who are thinking about getting into it. It's like it's gonna seem great at first that you just have a whole bunch of shit to do, but as soon as you realize how much um, money it's costing to do all this, especially if you're having to hire more guys to do this stuff for you because you can't handle the workload by yourself, then you realize like, okay, uh, I was making a little bit of money when I was doing this by myself, but now I've got these guys working for me, and now it's okay. Well, I have to pay them now, so there's more money taken out of that job total, but it's getting the jobs done. So you're still getting jobs done, but you're not stacking cash like you're supposed to be doing. I guess when you do this kind of stuff, so it doesn't happen on every job, but you definitely have to watch out for um, being busy and broke, because busy is not always good if money is not coming in, or if profit, I should say, is not coming in. So just keep an eye out for that, guys. That's my. How long have I been in business? Like November, December, January, February, March, April, May. That's my 7 month advice to everybody. Um, to to stay busy but make money. Don't stay busy and not make any money. I'm working my way out of that little uh, cycle. Hopefully I'll get out of that soon, and then we can continue to grow